Hello and welcome back. I am Big Squirrel and this is Sacred Earth Reverie. I don't even know what genre to call it. It is by Sacred Star Games though, and it is sort of a visual novel point-and-click adventure with turn-based combat. Like, it's a lot of the things, and I'm so excited about it. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop talking. Let's just hit the button. We are gonna go for hard mode. Yeah. I'm not ready to go entirely for Nightmare. That sounds terrifying. We'll go with hard mode. Art style. It's interesting that there is a choice here. I have no idea. Like, I can see the differences, but I don't know why the decision was even made to do it. I think they're both cool, but I like A a little bit better, I think. Just because? I don't even... I have no idea. Sacred Star Team presents. An association with Zero Games. I'm already not saying it well. This is Stella. An Eclipse Sound Team. Very cool. Sacred Earth Series Episode 11, not 9. Also, yeah, this is not the first Sacred Earth game. It's a series. And I have not played the other ones, but of what I understand, you don't need to have played the other ones to understand this one, so we're gonna go with that. The smell of smoke invades my nostrils. Sea of flame. Charred wood cracks under its own weight, turning to ash. Faced with an army of humans, clad in steel from head to toe, is a lone obsidian figure. Each wave of her hand sends scores of knights flying. They're powerless against her. Why do they even try? Or rather, why did I? My armor is charred, my breathing is hoarse. Got soot all over me. But more important than all of that is the fact that I just can't take my eyes off of her. The sight of her floating in the sky, hair billowing about and her form starkly contrasting daybreak, sticks in my memory more than anything else. Rather than demonic, it seems more ethereal to me. They call her the Demon Queen, the harbinger of destruction. Herald of humanity's end. They call her a monster of unparalleled proportions, an unfeeling fiend whose sole purpose is to bring about the end of days. But if that's true, then why hasn't she killed all of us already? As my consciousness fades in the aftermath of this foolish struggle, the last thing I see is her turning around and taking to the sky. Several months later. I should probably mention the devs reached out. They very graciously sent me a key. So there is, if you saw the pop-up, that's the compensation. I got a free key, but I was very excited about it. My axe splits the wood into two chunks, which fall by the wayside. I set them into the pile and put out another piece, lifting my axe and... The sound of wood clattering to the ground reaches my ears again as I pause and look up at the blue sky. It's been several months since I left the Knights now. After that foolhardy campaign, we were shown just how utterly powerless we were against the Demon Queen. But more importantly, I had no desire to fight her. Not anymore. The kingdom is scrambling to find a hero who can wield the relic, the Holy Sword Farewell, but I honestly couldn't care any less. So I left the Knights and moved out to the countryside. Some called it irresponsible or an affront to my pride as a human. They said that I was trampling on my family history, but none of that matters. I could elaborate on my opinion of how the battle for the fate of humanity is a poor farce perpetuated by those in power to exploit the situation for their own ends, but I'd rather live quietly. I feel that. I get that. Kneeling down by the stream, I fill up my canteen. As I do, I peer into the surface of the water, seeing my own reflection. I watch the surface for a moment, till the water's surface ripples and dispels my reflection. My mind wanders back to my time in the Knights. I wouldn't call myself the greatest knight, but I have confidence in who I am at any rate. I wasn't terrible at my job. My skill with a sword was good, enough to earn me a decent number of accolades and merits, so that when I did quit, I had enough money to let me live this solitary lifestyle. I was laughed at for throwing away my career growth, but I feel more at peace now that I'm not marching on misguided orders of those only looking to advance their own dangerous agendas. But what do I do with this freedom? What do I want? With my thoughts more muddled than ever, I finish up in the forest and trudge back home. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, unable to fall asleep. I never was much of a great sleeper, even back when I was a knight. My comrades would have long made their way into dreamland while I continued to be wide awake. I envied them sometimes. I envied them for that sometimes. My mind goes quiet, and I can soon hear the hoot of an owl coming from outside. Thanks, owl. That's exactly what I needed to fall asleep. Consider opening the window and sniping it, but quickly abandon the thought. With that idea shelved, I turn aside to my night table and grab a notebook and pen that was sitting near the lamp. My old diary from when I was a knight. Stopped writing in it months ago, but tonight that changes. With far too many idle thoughts rattling around in my head, I start to write. I feel like I should be sleeping. Yet somehow I find myself stuck somewhere between wakefulness and slumber. It's like I can't move my body or open my eyes clearly. It's alarming in a sense. The hazy view I have of nothingness before me, a figure appears. I can barely make out a white dress. Is it a girl? It's gonna be a hard one to do. It feels like she's trying to tell me something, but I can't make out a single word. Another figure appears. Another girl? I can make out a black dress? Or is it brown? More things that we can't read. I don't want to just ruin the mood, but I can't read that. More nonsense. I can't deal with this. Feels like everything goes hazy at this point. Then darkness take hold. It's morning. Groggily, I open my eyes to sounds of birds chirping outside my window. Though I roll over to try and ignore it, the incessant racket eventually wins. I feel like I had the strangest dream, but nothing comes to me when I try to recall anything specific. Sighing to myself, I sit up from my bed and rub my eyes. Well, I suppose I'd better wash my face and get dressed. Nice. Drinking tea myself. After I finish washing up and putting on my clothes, I stand in front of my mirror to handle the final adjustments before I'm ready to face the day. Looking at my own reflection. Am I attractive? Can't really tell. Okay, this one, I will come out of the storytelling for a second. This confused me. I played through for a little bit just to make sure everything was working. And this is how you decide if you want to be the masculine character or the feminine character. And there's nothing in this that tells me that that's what it would be. So, yeah, I'm just like a little something to be able to choose. I'm gonna go with, am I attractive? I can't really tell. After taking a quick moment to brush my hair, I focus on buttoning up my vest. As I do, I find myself staring at my reflection. I consider myself to be pretty average overall. I've been told I'm fairly handsome during my time as a knight, but honestly, I find it hard to see. Maybe I'm just too hard on myself, though. I could definitely look worse, so I'm thankful enough for what I've got. That aside, I finish what I'm doing and step away from the mirror. The day awaits, and I shouldn't waste any more time looking at myself. With the morning routine taken care of, I cook my breakfast and sit at the table to partake. I only get a few bites into my omelet before there's a knock at the door. Hey, Kane! Are you in? It's me! An overly cheerful voice cuts through the morning silence, one that I've gotten distressingly familiar with over the past few months. Pause with a fork full of omelet midway to my mouth, I consider what to do. Well, first I take the bite, chew, and stand up. The short trip to the door where I simply unlock it and turn the handle. The sight that greets me when I open the door is a woman with long brown hair tied into long twin braids, bright violet eyes, fair unblemished skin, and elongated ears. An elf to be exact, one of the rare non-human races. It's clear to see that she's actually incredibly beautiful, but... Good morning! I hope I didn't interrupt your breakfast. I've got some fantastic wares to show you today, Kane! She pauses and sniffs the air a bit. Smells like eggs and bacon. I guess I did. Oh, sorry. As you can see, the moment she opens her mouth, that beautiful visage is thrown away by her sheer volume. Sure, she's still charming in her own way, but it's a bit exhausting. Good morning to you, Elenith. Yes, you've interrupted me, but you don't actually care, do you? You got me. You know full well that my service takes precedence. Now, come on and take a look. I've got all sorts of medicines in stock today. As usual, I made them myself in my workshop, so I can guarantee their quality. Well, your medicines are useful and high quality. I'll buy a few just in case. That's what I like about you, Kane. You always buy something. Here are your medicines, and thanks for your patronage as usual. This here is Laneth. She's an alchemist who travels around the region gathering materials and selling her created wares for profit. I'm not sure why she insists on coming all the way out to here to my house, but I tend to see her a fair bit. At least once or twice a week, depending on her schedule, I assume. She also brings the latest news via her own gossip. I don't expressly want it, but it's not bad to hear about how the world is doing now and then. By the way, I heard something very interesting while I was in the capital the other day. Apparently the Mercian Alliance is preparing for another campaign. What? Another campaign? But why? Morale was at an all-time low after that crushing defeat by the Demon Queen last time. There's been no official word, but there are two very interesting rumors making their way around right now. Go on. The first is that they finally found someone capable of wielding the Holy Sword Farewell. The second is that the Demon Queen's castle has reappeared. The Demon Queen? Laneth leaves me to my thoughts after dropping that bomb and running off with my money. But that's fine because I need some time to think. The Demon Queen's castle has reappeared, has it? Can't help but think about the sight I had of her those months back. It's true that the Marcian Lions found someone that can wield the Holy Sword Farewell. Possible that they could at least challenge the Demon Queen. But personally, I'd rather not have her die. Even if the chances are low, there's still something I want to do. Things I need to know. I think the Demon Queen has the answers. If there really is a new campaign forming, then I need to move now before they do. My decision made, I go to collect my sword and put together a travel pouch. I'm going. As I finalize my preparations and step out of my house, however... I finally found you! That voice makes me pause for a moment. I know that voice all too well. Feeling resignation set in, I turn around to face the owner of the voice. That puts me face to face with a short-statured young woman in a white dress. You sure did pick an out-of-the-way spot to start your life as a forest hermit. Leanne, it's been a while. Hello, Kane. It's been a good long while indeed. Do you know how much trouble it took to find you after you disappeared from the capital? Did you think a hasty resignation and a brief farewell letter would be enough for your comrades to go, "Oh yeah, that's fine"? It was by design that I made myself hard to find. The fact that you're even standing here is proof of how stubborn you are, Leanne. I'm nothing if not stubborn. I wanted to find you and I did, after a lot of trouble and false leads. You're impossible, I swear. Why, thank you. That wasn't a compliment. This here's Leanne. She was a member of the same night unit as me back in the royal capital. If I were to be so bold, I'd even call her a good friend. Despite her small stature, she's strong and reliable as a knight, a veritable force of nature on the front lines with that axe of hers. And now this stubborn mule is on my doorstep out in the middle of nowhere. So, what brings you all the way out here? Why go so far to find someone who doesn't want to be found? At that pertinent question, Leanne grows silent. Then after a moment's pause, she looks at me with a serious expression. Come back to the Knights with me. Let's return to the capital. I knew things were tough after the last campaign, but we can make this work, can't we? Without you there, the days just feel so much more trying, so please come back. I had a feeling it would be this. Despite her heartfelt plea, I can only shake my head. Sorry, Leanne, but I have no intention of returning to the Knights. I know you spent a lot of time and effort finding me, and I wish I had a better answer for you, but I don't. I appreciate the sentiment, though. I enjoyed working alongside you, too. But now I have something I want to do. There's little else for me to say at that point, so return to my original goal and step forward. I move past Leanne and make my way down the path towards the forest. Take care of yourself, Leanne. Kane. Chapter 1, Beginnings. The world map is a simple affair. Move your cursor around and select which location you want to interact with. Upon doing so, you will be presented with information and choices on how to proceed. You can also press Z confirm to select a location. Yes, this is entirely keyboard or keyboard and mouse. There is no controller stuff for this. Just for anyone that's wondering and wants to try it yourself. And I do recommend going keyboard because every now and then I'm running into something that's a little weird with the mouse, but there will be times that we need to use it, so yeah. As you progress through the story, more locations will open, but be aware that only the currently active dungeon can be visited. The other locations will provide conversations that change as the plot goes on. Do be aware, however, that once you enter your next destination, you cannot leave until you complete the story there. Cool. I love the artwork, by the way. This has been very enjoyable the whole time. Can I? No, it is have to use mouse. But I'm really enjoying all the things. This is a lot of words. The Lavier Barony, I'm guessing at the name, also known as the Istina region, is located in the remote southeastern parts of the Amarcian continent. I'm going to call it American at some point. Amarcian? I'm skipping the word. The Lavier family is a small noble family that boasts an average amount of wealth to its name. They have been fair and just, if a bit strict. I'm hitting the mouse by accident. The Istina region is largely undeveloped with a vast forest and plains making up nearly the entirety of its lands. However, those lands are also brimming with natural resources, encouraging a culture of hunting and gathering to support the locals' day-to-day lives. The town of Istina itself is a hub of activity with travelers, adventurers, and merchants passing through, which stimulates the local economy and creates a flow of news and culture from the capital. Though those who hail from Istina tend to be considered bumpkins in the northwest. Of course. You gotta have bumpkins at some point. Can't just let people be people. The town of Istina is... that's not a commentary on the game. That's just a commentary on society. The town of Istina is your main hub for socializing and preparation for your journey. You will return here between story chapters to buy items, talk with the townspeople and your allies, and confirm the next objectives. There's a lot of people there. Move the mouse cursor around the map and interact with character panels to initiate conversations. You can also press Z confirm to select events as well. There are also events that progress the story as well as dedicated side events in town marked with the events panel. You lose nothing by viewing side events, so go ahead and do that, or do so at your leisure, yes. Events and conversations change per chapter, and some events only appear after you complete others, just as a fair warning. So as you can see, we've got a lot of people, and I think there's some kind of visual filter thing going on that the farther away things are supposed to be hazy. It'll give us like a sense of depth and stuff like that. But it's also making the portraits and the word chat fuzzy under some of the peoples. Let's start by checking the shop. I'm going to eventually talk to people, but right now my nose is stuffed up, the weather's been changing, and I don't know that it's a great time for me to try to do a wide variety of voices. I got distracted because I saw this little kitty just hanging out on the tree, and that is so adorable. With the click of the door, I step inside the unfamiliar storefront. This is Atelier Laneth, supposedly. I've heard that Laneth had a workshop somewhere around here, but I've never gone to see. I'll get the words right. It's okay. There's just no way to I won't get the words right. There was just no reason to when she was always happened to pass my way, but if I'm going on a journey, I figure it wouldn't hurt to take a look at her full stock and see if there's anything I might need. With that in mind... Hey, Laneth, are you here? I call into the empty storefront, only to be met with no immediate answer. Huh, that's weird. Is she out? But the door was unlocked. I stand there and wonder that for a few long seconds, until a subtle sound from the back reaches my ears. Then a calm set of footsteps makes way into the open area of the store. A girl? She looks like she's in her mid to late teens with extremely long white hair and extravagantly frilly dress to match. A noble? But that can't be right. Noble would never be caught dead in a store like this in the middle of the forest. More than just a little bit unsettling, the girl just stands behind the counter and stares silently at me. Not a word is said. No welcome or can I help you? Just stone cold silence. This continues for a short, stark, uncomfortable moment until I finally elect to say something myself. Hello? Is Laneth not here? She's not. This is seriously awkward. I feel like I'll be here all day if I don't get to the point. Then are you running the shop in her place? I'd like to take a look at the wares and see if I can use anything else. Ah, you wish to make a purchase? Then by all means, spend all of your Selim. Oh, now we have a money name. Right. I decide not to ask her name or make conversation. I just take a look at the stock. Good choice. Are you here to spend your Selim? Then please do so. I really like the artwork in this game. It's so good. We have very little of anything. Am I... Okay, I gotta click up there. Well, do stuff up there first. LF means life force. I know that much. Supplement, cure, all stat debuffs, boosts all stats by 25%. Wow. That is a lot. We don't have a ton of money, and I mostly just want to look at stuff. Ether drink EP. I'm not sure what the E stands for, but this is our magic-y stuff. How we use abilities. Some of the abilities. Dang. Those just give you good things. Ah, ether gems. These are a form of equipment. I'm not gonna spend my money on them, though. Let's see. Have you spent all of your currency? Then please leave. Well, I spent everything I was going to, which is nothing. I thought I might spend some, but... Let's see, archives. This is a tutorial archive. You can review previous tutorials here if you need a refresher on the game's various mechanics and rules. Awesome that that exists. I don't need it right now, but it's really cool that that's there. Let's pick something. We haven't seen a lot of male characters. How about you? Whoa! Excuse me, coming through. Lawrence, what's with the tower of books you precariously balancing? Oh, greetings, Kane. Quite a nice morning we have on our hands today, yes? Well, it's not terrible. But you're just gonna spend it all inside reading dusty old tomes, aren't you? You make that sound like a bad thing. I will have you know that it is important work for me. I am spending my time deciphering the old texts. If I can discover old techniques that can be repurposed for our lives now, would that not be grand? Whatever you say, just don't overdo it. I heard about how you were found passing out under a pile of books just the other week. They say you didn't eat or drink for days. Merely a small mistake. It will not happen again, I assure you. Now I must be going. There's much work for me to do. Take care, Kane. It's gonna happen again, isn't it? I certainly hope not. That sounds uncomfortable. I want to talk to all the people. I just need to know this is someone that looks kind of like Inuyasha. The inn, huh? I don't really need to be here at the moment. Oh, okay. It's Lady Inuyasha. Why, if it isn't Kane, what brings you into my humble establishment, Did you come to take a bath, have a meal? You're a bit early in either case. Good morning, Tokiko. No, I'm just taking a round through town before I head out. My curiosity got the better of me, so I figured I'd take a look. Oh my, a curious one, Interesting. I don't dislike that side of you, though. It's quite entertaining when you come peeking in all starry-eyed every so often. Starry-eyed? Do I really look like that? You have no idea. Now, as you can see, I have quite a bit of preparing to do, so be a dear and see yourself out. I'll see you later. Alright. See you around then. I like her. Alright, there's more that we could do. There's an event that we have to do. I want to know who all the people are. Let's do the event first. Then we can do other things. After making my rounds through town, I find myself slowing at a stop in the Fountain Square and thinking, okay, I'm getting my words, don't worry. If I want to find the Demon Queen, then I need to head out, but the question is, where do I start? And as I think about this, a voice cuts into my thoughts. Is that you, Kane? I look to my side to find Lawrence, the local bookworm. Or maybe scholar is a better word. Lawrence? You seem awfully lost in thought there. Something on your mind? Well, never mind that. Lawrence, I want to ask, what do you think about that whole Demon Queen conflict? The Demon Queen conflict, you ask? Frankly, I believe there is far too much that we do not know about this Demon Queen to call it a truly righteous conflict. She appeared several centuries ago, and humanity has allegedly been sporadically fighting her ever since. It is much too charitable to call it fighting, however. Her power and technology far outstrips anything we can manage. Yet for some reason, she has not wiped us all out when clearly she is quite capable of doing so, I wager. Does that not beg the question of why? I've been wondering the same. There has to be more to this story than the nobles in the royal court would have us believe. Isn't it strange that they just send people out to fight, claiming that it's the battle for the fate of humanity, while all these inconsistencies pile up? That is quite an uncharitable assessment you have of the royal court. This is just a fool's conjecture, but I believe that they are as ignorant about matters regarding the truth of the Demon Queen as anyone else. However, even if the truth of the situation is unknown, the Demon Queen makes her quite a nice boogeyman to dangle over the common people to incite fear as they push their policies and deeds unopposed. That was a long sentence. Don't you think so? The worst part is that this doesn't sound too implausible. I shake my head, getting back on target. Well, there's no point in getting lost in what-ifs. This was a good talk, though. It's helped clear my head. Thanks, Lawrence. Of course. I should be returning to my studies as well. Take care now. Lawrence sees himself off, and I'm left to my own devices. With my head clear, I decide that I'll not waste any more time. I'll start my journey in the forest. After that, we'll see. People are always saying not to go into the depths due to the increasing risk of encountering demonic beasts, so I think I might just have to flip that idea on its head and investigate for myself. Yes, that's what I'll do. For now, I think it's best to start close by and slowly work my way outwards from there. Alright, let's go. Let's go indeed, and I don't know how long it's going to take to do it. We've talked to a good number of people. Let's try this, and that way I've covered like the whole bottom of the thing. Boop. Kane, my man, how's it going? Hi, Derek. I see you're nowhere near the bakery again. I'm afraid to ask, but what's got you all the way out here now? I'm glad you asked, Kane. You see, I'm on the hunt, scoping out the lovely ladies of the town. I'll score a date for sure today. Same old then, got it. One has to admire your single-mindedness after a point, but is it worth leaving your sister to mind the bakery all by herself? Ah. So you do have a heart. In that case, why don't you pack it in for today and go help her out? Ah, spoil sport. Fine, fine. Next time, though, you're coming with me and we'll hit the town and we'll get ourselves dates for sure. I'm good, thanks. I like him. Okay. Oh, that must have been the sister back there. We'll just go straight back in the town. We don't think we need to do things. They've got similar hair and everything. And they're both wearing the green and stuff. Oh, I want to know. But I also just don't think I can keep doing female voices right now without hurting myself. So we'll move on. Okay, the mouse wasn't quite working. I'm going to go to the talk thing when I get there. The vast forest of Istina stretches... Is it Istina? I'm just saying it with confidence, so why not? The vast forest of Istina stretches across a large part of the southeastern part of the Marcian continent. Still trying not to say American. Rich in resources, yet also home to many dangerous beasts that further in one goes. It serves as both a lifeline and a warning of nature's untamed wrath. The town of Istina lies on the forest's western end, serving as a hub for travelers looking to rest before they make their way to the northeastern ends of the continent. There we go. I only messed up one word. It is said that the forest holds a number of hidden points of great historic value, but the true significance of these locations have been lost to the ever-ceaseless march of time. Alright, we'll talk first. I'll have to pass north through the forest to start my journey. The capital is west, after all. Over that way is just bad memories. Fair enough. In we go. The forest of Istina. That's a word. A particularly sprawling place that separates the frontier town of Istina from the breadth of ruins and plains beyond it. I come to the edges and a little farther in often to hunt game, as well as fill up on water. It's a nice place, though less so the deeper you go. The foliage of the countless trees creates a beautiful view at first glance. That beauty hides some awfully deceptive traps, mostly in the form of monsters like treants and vicious territorial wolves. I never was a fan. But, well, if I want to make any headway on this journey, I have to pass through. With that in mind, here's hoping for the least eventful journey possible. Alright, we get to the point and click thing. Sacred Earth Reverie dungeons are story locations that are traversed in a manner similar to point and click adventures. You can use the keyboard or the mouse to interact with points of interest. With the keyboard, press Z to interact with points of interest. To move between maps, use the arrow keys. With the mouse, simply click on the labeled objects or exits. Entering a new map for the first time will initiate a conversation there, unless there is none on that particular map. I can click things. Gaia Break was found. Characters have a weapon slot, an armor slot, and 2 accessory slots. They also have 5 slots for ether gems. Ether gems come in different types and have multiple ranks that determine their power. Overall, they are your main avenue for increasing your raw stats and altering elemental resistances. Always be on the lookout for ether gems of higher ranks and be sure to equip your characters accordingly. So what I discovered when I was testing some things, I don't see a way to see it here. But yeah, these do give, we can see, like, this is Life Force, Parry, and Critical, which are all cool. This one is Life Force, Power, and Parry. So a very offense-oriented combination. But it takes a minute to back out of that screen for some reason sometimes. There's our elemental resistances, or affinities. So we're resistant to earth magic, it looks like. Punch, fire, ice, lightning, water, no idea. And no idea on this one either. Or this one. Wow, wind? Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll find out what things are. But these gems are changing what our affinities are. If I get hit with whatever this one is, I will be destroyed utterly. I think is how it works. Unless it's the other way around. If negative is a good number, then I'm good to go on some of these things. Salve, that word. The stone is too weathered to read the writing. I've been wondering whose grave this is. I also wonder. Some maps, for some reason, you can click and it'll move very slightly. This is RPG Maker, I'm fairly sure. And I'm just impressed that this is even... I've played plenty of games from RPG Maker, and I've never seen one that's laid out quite like this. Oh, with the point and click stuff, this is so cool. This barrel's been here for a while. I've never had the desire to try and find out what's inside. As they say, some things are better left unknown. Yeah, but are they? Flame Brave 1 was found. Oh. A campsite. The fire pit's been properly cleaned, at least. So if I hit the select button, I can cycle around, sort of. But I can't see the, no, we can stop that now. Cool. This one is called Save Warning, for reasons, I guess. Let's see, an ether was found, yeah, like this sharper to fuzzier is messing up these names. This is where I come to get my water most times. Yeah, it's cool and refreshing. Nice. Let's see. Can I just save? Yes, I can. I hadn't looked before. Since it says save warning, you may as well save. I've made some headway into the forest now. It's going to be a long way still. I don't know exactly where the Demon Queen's castle was said to have appeared, so I had planned to head north. Since I live in the south, it only makes sense. From there, I'll keep my ear to the ground. That aside, my walk has been fairly peaceful right up until now. A monster, a wolf by the looks of it, comes out of the tree line and notices me on the dirt path. People and monsters are natural enemies, so naturally it bares its fangs and growls at me once we lock eyes. Nothing for it, so I'm gonna have to fight. Interesting that wolves are monsters in this, and not just like
Fine, let's get this over with.
wolves. Well, combat tutorial? I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, that's right, it's a bunch of reading. You know what? Chain arts might need a minute to talk about. The other stuff, not too bad. Okay, so when a character initiates an attack or a skill, this indicator may pop up. This is the chain skill prompt. Chain skills are a mechanic that allows your characters to perform multiple skills in a combo as long as they have the resources to do so. This is so cool. You can just use extra skills after doing other skills. I am not used to seeing that, and it's this is so well done too. You can chain a base art into an EX art and further beyond that later on in the game. Most characters have 3 chain options from their base art, but some characters may also have special chain options into normal arts as well. A skill can have up to 3 chain prompts at a time, starting from the left and going right. The buttons for these prompts correspond to the left, up, and right keys on the keyboard, but you can also click on the prompts with the mouse. I found that some of them, I think it mentions it here. Be aware, however, that chain prompts may have stricter timing in some cases. Yeah, there is something that we're going to see in a second that sometimes it just disappears kind of fast. So I'm going to be using the arrow keys as much as possible. And that's, I think, the only thing that we really need to work on. Also, there is some voice acting in this, and it's mostly about when they're using abilities and things. So you'll hear it in combat. And I cannot sound exactly like another human being, so
I'm only just getting started.
It's going to be pretty noticeably different. I may need to turn that up a little bit. Y'all can let me know down in the comments. Let's see. Yeah, we'll swift slash.
You won't see this coming!
Cool. Now this thing, the glint edge, it's using EX, which is the one down at the bottom. It seems like we get that when we do damage or take damage. So it should pop up again after I click on that.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Didn't need to.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. That takes care of that. I sheath my sword and breathe out a sigh. It's not like it was hard, but fighting always strains one's nerves.
Interesting. You appear to be possessed of a non-trivial amount of skill.
Surprised at the sudden voice, I turned to look to my side. A girl, a beastkin to be exact. It's actually rare to see one out in these parts, so I'm a little stunned by the sight.
Are your eyes poor? You've been staring at me quite foolishly. Have I perhaps misjudged your ability?
No, that's not. I mean, it's rare to see a beastkin around these parts, so I was surprised.
Is that so? I suppose that word of the beastkin's rarity on the Amarcian continent was indeed based in truth.
If you don't mind me asking, who exactly are you?
I suppose that is a pertinent question. Very well. You may call me Kana, merely a curious traveler from a far-off land. I was having quite a nice nap when suddenly I found my ears assaulted by the ring of steel and the roar of battle, brief as it was.
I'm not sure I buy her story. It's a little nonsensical. It's gonna move on without me. Oh, why would a girl like her take a nap in a forest where potentially dangerous monsters live? I did not know that it was gonna stop doing the talking. But I'll give it a pass for now. I don't sense any danger from her, despite her oddness.
I see. Well, it's nice to meet you then, Kana. You can call me Kate. Sorry about your nap. I had to defend myself.
You know what? I'm gonna do this right now. Normally I wouldn't, but I think I need to. The voice acting is just so quiet compared to the music.
It is no matter. I am simply giving you a hard time for my own amusement.
I'd like to retract my apology.
In any case, would you mind terribly if I were to walk by your side for a time? While I do possess confidence in my ability to ward off dangerous creatures, one cannot be too careful. Thus, I would find it much more comforting if one were to become two, so to speak.
That's a sex thing, isn't it? We're here for that. I admit I wasn't planning to have company. Not to mention this girl seems eccentric, to put it lightly. Still, I guess it won't kill me to have some company for a little while. I'm not a stone wall or anything. I'd like to think so anyway. With that in mind...
I see what you're saying, I think. Sure, I don't mind the company.
Very good. Then I shall entrust myself to your care for the time that we are together, Sir Kane.
Watch my back too, Kana.
Kana, huh? Should be interesting at least. This thing was clearly built ages ago. It shakes so much. Is there something wrong, Kana? You've been clinging to my sleeve rather tightly. Quiet. It is merely your imagination. Now let us be clear of this poorly constructed edifice at once. Sure, whatever you say. All right. Oh, we got the travel points and stuff now. Cool. I have read and watched a little bit about this, so I'm vaguely aware of things beyond this point. But I have not played very far into the game. So we're getting into the new things. Oh, I'm adjusting. The gauge you see in the top left is the encounter index. It randomly increases by 1 or 2 blocks every time you move between maps. Below it are your travel points, or TP for short. This is a resource you will see you will use, not just see, when dealing with encounters before they start. This is your indicator for how soon an encounter will take place. When the encounter index is full, the next time you change maps will call up the contact menu. When the encounter index is full, you will be presented with this interface. As you can see, you will be able to tell what enemies you will fight in the battle, as well as get an assessment of their general strength and health levels relative to the dungeon itself. A 3 out of 4 in one dungeon is not the same as a 3 out of 4 in the next dungeon. There we go. With this comes a choice of how to approach the battle. You can choose to fight the battle normally. Doing so will net you a +10 increase to your TP. If the battle seems easy, then it may be a good idea to choose this and build your TP up. The boost option gives your party a number of bonuses before the battle starts. For 10 TP, they will receive an initiative buff that boosts all stats by 25% for 3 turns, as well as a small amount of LF and EP healing. If a battle looks tough and you're not sure, you may want to boost and give yourself a better chance of victory. It should be noted that using the boost command to start a battle will result in no TP being earned after the battle's end. There are times where you may be given an encounter with an extremely tough enemy. These enemies are called champions. They are much stronger than any other enemy in the area. If you're faced with a champion, it may be a good idea to choose the reroll option if you're not confident in your party's current level of ability. We're not doing that. I'm going after the champions. The reroll option will consume 10 PP and give you a new randomized encounter from the area's encounter table. Doing this is a good way to give yourself a more favorable battle and increase your chances of victory. You can reroll for as long as you have the TP to do so. Okay, so you can just keep going then. Of course, rerolling is the only option available to you. You can choose to avoid fighting in this instance entirely by choosing no. At the cost of 25 TP, you can cancel the encounter entirely. However, doing this will only give you 75% of the experience you would have gotten otherwise. I'm surprised you get any experience if you leave. And those are all the options available for you to choose how you approach combat. Stay safe and may your adventures be fortuitous. Why, thank you. They will be. One thing was found. I weirdly have never even looked up how to say salve or salve. Those are both words. I don't know. Kana, you say you're from another continent, right? How did you get here? Was it by airship? And from where? My, I had no idea I had no idea you were the sort of man to dig up all of a lady's secrets so readily. Perhaps I've misjudged your character, Sir Kane. Well, maybe I did ask too much. Sorry, beastskin are so rare, so I admit I'm incredibly curious. Ever since humanity lost the blessings of the planet, contact with elves and beastskin have hit an all-time low. Yes, humans can no longer harness ether, yet beastskin and elves still can. It's a curious thing to see. I suppose there is no harm in telling you that I hail from Xing, the isle to the far southeast of Amarcia. I thought so. It's hard for humans to travel these days, but I've heard about Xing. They call it the Orient, right? Indeed. Our cultures are vastly different, but nonetheless, I find Amarcia to be fascinating in its own manner. But enough. We have tarried for a bit too long, yes? Let us be on our way. Fair enough. Let's get some free stuff. Oh, or not. This menu is where you can view the view and learn arts for your characters. In order to learn new arts, go to the rightmost option in the skill menu and press X or left click with the mouse. This will bring up a list of the total arts and perks a character can learn in each respective category. I just hit that twice. Learning arts costs AP, which can be gained from fighting battles and ranking up. Some arts also have prerequisites in order to become available for learning. Always be sure to periodically learn new arts and perks for your characters to better contend with the challenges that come your way. I can do that. Bam. Smelling salts ×2 was found. Let's start this way. We came from the right, I'm pretty sure. Do you do much fishing, Sir Kane? Not really, to be totally honest. I prefer land-based game to seafood, but I'll eat fish if it's on my plate. I see. A shame. I happen to enjoy seafood quite a bit. My plans to impress you into sitting by the pond's edge, fishing pole in hand, have all come tumbling down, alas. Somehow I doubt this is the last I'll hear of these plans. Treasure. Cleansing elixir. Let's look at stuff. What is things? Cleansing elixir. Oh. Boost debuff resist by 50% for 2 turns, as well as removing most status ailments. That is cool. Supplement cure. Oh, we saw one of these in the place, the shop. Cure all stat debuffs and boosts all stats by 25%. Like, just the stat boost is pretty amazing. Alright, and we got a few heals that we can use. It's not a big heal, but that's not terrible. Skills. Oh, wow, you need a heal right now. Alright. Let's go through with the keyboard, because the mouse is awkward on these. So, do I have any points? Oh, 743. It's down there in the bottom right-ish. The left part of the bottom right box. It's not as prominently displayed as I was thinking it would be. Yeah, it seems like we got a bit to go before we can do any of these. But increase parry by 50% and draw aggro. Okay. Gain life force barrier, recover some life force. And if he is in potential mode, which is the move that he already has, then it does some EX as well. He can heal the party as well. Reduce damage they take and heal them. Oh, some passives. Start with potential active. I really like that. I may rush that one, actually. Because it just improves all the things, and I don't want to have to spend a turn casting it every time. Third hit to normal attack when potential is active. Ooh. Okay. We'll get more into these later on. Yeah, what kind of other stuff does she do? I need to know. Oh, it's kind of working now. I'm still going to use the keyboard because this is easier for my brain. Cure status ailments and grant immunity. Wow. And when she has blessing, which is not listed here, but it's a thing that it's like potential that what's his name has. Restore life force and boost barrier. Wow. Having blessing on would help so much. She is not. Blessed Seal heals more. Blessed Seal's the ability I was thinking of. Kane. His name is Kane. Just, yeah. Passive health regeneration on a healer? That's awesome. Wow. So, oh, you can reduce the target's energy with that. Oh, that goes from Form 2 to Form 4. There is no Form 3. Okay. Cool. And was there anything else I picked up? I do have another Flame Brave. I don't remember. Oh, get out of there. I think it might be that I'm, like, accidentally highlighting some stuff. This is for... Well, it raises health a bit. Or life force. That's always a good thing. Life force and parry are both things that I think she could use. Just keep her alive. I'll apologize for coming to visit so long after the fact, Elvis. On behalf of my mother, I've come to give you my greetings. Your descendants have grown up well. Despite the fact that your battles never led you and your allies to the place that you desire, I am able to say without a doubt that there is peace. Rest well. Kana, what are you doing in that grove? Nothing of import. I'm coming. Interesting. So she knows people that have been here. There aren't as many stumps in this forest as I figured there'd be. Is that not a good thing? Were the forest mowed down excessively, then we would not have this inspiring locale to travel through and appreciate. That's true. I'm just surprised that people would look away from such a prime money-making opportunity. And what of you? Why are you not rolling in piles of Zelum if you acknowledge this opportunity to annihilate nature's bounty? Because I like my life the way it is for the most part. Awesome. Aircross was found. We get into our first fight. I don't... Let's see, use boost and see what it is. It's 3 enemies.
Very well.
I
shall
don't know.
spare some of my precious time to play with you.
Okay, I'm listening to the voice lines. Kana is a supporter, healer, and minor debuffer. There we go. Her attack damage is minimal, but she can quickly build EX to use her EX arts to deal tricky debuffs to enemies. Tricky debuffs? Are they? Her defining art is Blessed Seal. With this, she can provide valuable buffs to both an ally and herself while also restoring life force. Okay, so cast it on someone and she buffs herself. When the blessing state is active on her, her arts gain bonus effects. Yes. She works best as a supporter healer who sneaks in small bursts of damage and debuffs when she has a free moment. Yeah. And she goes first. We're going to start with
No
doing
harm
the thing.
shall come to you. Blessed Seal.
And then you
I'm only just getting started.
start with unlock potential. Yeah, when you hover over, it'll show you what these little symbols are that they have. I think it does it with enemies too. But if I put my mouse anywhere down here, it's going to show me somebody. I'm just trying to keep my mouse out of the way. Yeah. We'll start with a slashy thing. I guess we start with the wolf?
Glinted!
Critical hits are always great. We do not need another heal or anything. Gnome? Okay. Little mushroom can be a gnome. That was so fast. I wasn't able to do the follow-up. I'm gonna have to figure out how to time it. Wait a minute. What just happened? What exactly does Blessed Seal do? If Kana, grant ally in self-blessing state. If Kana already has blessing, what is blessing state? Oh, it gives auto-revive. Arts EX arts are extended under blessing state. Blessing 25% power and magic, 10% regeneration of health, a 20% crit rate, and an auto-revive. And it takes time for it to come back. Okay.
Form 1.
That time it works.
Swallowtail.
I had a lot more time to use it. Oh, didn't get to use that one though. And he had enough EX to do it, I thought. Do I want to... Yeah, I think I do. I want to do a heal if I can. Oh,
No harm shall come to you.
just a little bit.
Blessed Seal.
Oh, nice. Dang it.
Glinted!
Okay. Oh, that sucks. Missed all of the things. Can't use Glint Edge again. Does it have a cooldown, maybe? Do EX arts? Yeah, they have a cooldown. Got it. Didn't know that.
Form 1. Swallowtail.
A decent challenge, I think.
I don't know what the little up arrow things are that are getting dropped. Do you not have a weapon, Kana? You seem pretty competent, but you're kind of small, so I can't help but notice that your strikes lack finishing power. There we go. My, Sir Kane, you were looking at me that much? If you insist on staring at me so intensely, I just may blush. That's not what I meant. Of course, of course. That aside, if you must know, I do have training in bladed weapons, particularly the katana. However, due to my small stature, I find weapons to be rather cumbersome. That's why I prefer to employ unarmed techniques augmented with ether. As you say, my strikes lack decisive power behind them, but I am capable of staying much more mobile in exchange. I see, that makes sense. It's a personal preference then. Indeed, and as such, I shall be entrusting my delicate body to your protection should anything go wrong. I'll do my best to live up to your lofty expectations. Yeah, it's a sex thing. Alright. Ether circle? What's this thing? Doesn't seem like it belongs here. Better play it safe and not mess around with it. Fair enough. Another Gaia break, which I don't want to double up on those. Let's go back to status here. So we have a 25, 25, 25, 50, and then some weirdness. I just want to see how much this changes it. Oh, also air cross. This is mostly defensive, but also critical. It's a little bit awkward. Status, yes. 25, 25, 25, 50. Wait, it didn't change anything, did it? Huh. Okay. What does air cross do? Barrier and speed? I don't know what barrier is exactly. I'm guessing it's some sort of magic resist, maybe? Just throwing it out there. Speed is always a good thing. Speed is 30 for him. Speed 27. Okay. Alright, nope. Go back. Go back. You get air cross. Cool. We can change screens 2 more times before we fight, so... Oh, I have to go backwards. Apropos of nothing, Sir Kane. What is it, Kana? For what reason have you decided to travel? Did you not state that that you enjoy your life as it is? I'm gonna see the Demon Queen. I'm traveling to find her castle. I want to meet with her and confirm something. Excuse me, did I hear that correctly? You said Demon Queen, yes? Yeah, why? The Demon Queen, he says? Have you taken leave of your mental faculties, Sir Kane? You plan to waltz right up to the enemy of the planet and hope to have a pleasant conversation? Perhaps you will share some tea and rice cakes as well? You can laugh all you like, Kana, but this is important to me. I'm gonna go and nothing will change that. Oh, my apologies, Sir Kane. I did not mean to show you such a disgraceful sight. Fear not, though I find your desire laughable, I fully support your freedom of choice. The confidence you hold in the belief that you will not be torn limb from limb is so dreadfully endearing. As such, I simply must see how it all turns out. Thanks. Alright, next place that we go... Oh, Bolt Surge, okay. What do? It's another one that's orange, so... Power, magic, and critical. This is a purely offensive one, isn't it? And she's not an offense type person, so... Yeah. I don't like stacking up the one gem color type. Even though I looked, I'm still paranoid. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's actually doing anything. Let's go get into a fight, though. Something good. Oh, I wanted something better than that. I want to fight a champion.
If you wish to consume dirt that badly, I suppose I can oblige you.
Yes. Do I need... I'm going to say Blessing. A lot of time, especially if I'm doing hard mode and stuff, it's usually better to start by doing buffs and things at the beginning, but
just getting started.
Nobody had any need for extra health.
You won't see this coming!
Wow, and you just get to go again. Okay. I would like a way to see how much HP they have left. Oh, they're like right there. Oh, I hit the button just too late. It goes so fast for her. I actually kind of wanted it to stay alive so I could get a heal.
Come on,
oh.
let's move on.
Did she level up? Yes, rank up. Anyway. I saw that her LP and EP went up. Which way do I go? I just came from up. I've been down. I guess this way? Yeah. And it feels like there should be a path here, but... I can sense a vague trail of foreign ether in the air. I suspect this air was meddled with quite recently. Oh, area, not air. I can't feel ambient ether, but even so, something was bothering me here. How do we fix this? Berries like this typically have some manner of catalyst to maintain them. Let us find and destroy it. Okay. We've got a couple turns before we need to... Or a couple stops before we would need to do anything. I'm thinking they were talking about the old tree up here. Sir Kane, let us have a seat upon this log and gaze upon the water's surface for a time. But it hasn't been that long since we've been walking. No, I must insist. Surely you would not be so uncouth as to deny a lady's request, yes? Is this her way of asking to take a break? I assume so. I'm just clicking, yeah. If I click too far to the side, it moves the screen a little bit. Alright, next one we're gonna get into is gonna be a fight. This is just the conversation we had, right? Yeah. Just want to make sure that I'm getting that right. We have 25 travel points. If we need to duck out of a big fight, we can, but I want to fight the big fight. Oh, it's not the big fight. We may need a boost. I'm going to go with the regular engage. I want to see. Limit testing.
Time to
We're
get
gonna
some
see.
practice in, if nothing else.
Yeah, exactly. It's practice. You do need to use
like I'll
unlock
have to
potential.
go all out.
Yeah, go all out. You can use... Yeah, we'll use Blessed
No harm
Seal.
shall come to you. Blessed Seal.
Oh, that's right. I could have just read this. It also tells me, though, what the things are. Revives with 75% life force on KO. And it lasts for 5 turns. Jeez, that is so strong. Especially for a first thing. Oh, yeah, these shields. Those are important. I guess we just start on the left.
You won't see this coming!
I don't remember what the shields do. We'll have to go back to the town and see that at some point. This is already a longer video than I was aiming for at the start, but... I wanted to see all the things. You know what? Bonus extra length first video. The other ones will be a bit shorter, but... Nice. We don't need anything else.
You are wide open.
Not quite. Ow. Rude. Okay, can you do the thing yet? Yes, you can do the thing
Radiant
yet.
blessing. Become a font of newfound strength.
I keep forgetting to actually look at the turn
You
order
are
on
wide
the left.
open.
Also, it doesn't help that I think it's this. Yeah. Inflict delay on enemies. It messes with the turn order. So we're gonna just beat up a crow for a while. I don't need to put anything extra into that. Oh, she doesn't have the EP for it. Okay, I don't know what focus does. A lot of EP, and... Was that some health? Let's try that again. I think it was. Alright, we'll do this one more
No
time.
harm shall come to you. Blessed Seal.
Yeah. Oh, and the
Let's hope
EX
that
thing...
doesn't happen again.
EX does not seem to pass over between battles, it looks like. I was trying to pay attention to that. Crystal Saber. Cool. That sounds like an offense thing, and he needs to mix up his colors a bit. EP, Magic, and Barrier. Oh, he does not do the magics. She is getting everything. What was Air Cross? Again, Parry, Barrier, and Speed. I really want her to have Speed. That's important on healers. What is Water Surge? EP, Magic, and Barrier. I'm just trying to see if I can mix it up and give him some extra stuff. I'm gonna save again. We'll go a little bit longer. I don't know how long this forest area is. I'd like to get to the end of it. Let's see, we went up. We can't do anything here? Yeah, this is the one that feels like it should be a path, but there's not. Okay. Is it just the same conversation around the stump? Yeah. There's literally nowhere else to go. Yeah, we'll do the fight. Just regular engage. We have 35 TP.
My. Whatever shall we do with you, I wonder?
Don't
I'm only just getting
need
started.
to get any boosts or anything, and I think stacking up more is just going to be better, right? You know, don't hit back. It's not right.
You won't see this coming!
There's no good place to put the mouse that it's not just pulling up various things. Okay. Palm Strike or a heal? I'll just do Palm Strike for now. Dang it! I went so fast on the timing again. Yeah, Wolf has plenty of health left, so we'll definitely get a chance to heal. You know what? I'll just use that and not use the EX move. It did not even pop up. That one I'll use.
You won't see this coming! Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
Did not mean to kill the wolf. I thought it was gonna survive and then I could heal after. Be ready for the next fight. Was there something I missed? I'm just traveling around. I got the treasure. The log is just the log. There's nothing else I can do there. Oh, right, we gotta do another fight. I'll throw out a boost for this one, see if we can make it a little faster, and see what a boost does. I can't remember if I tried it. Oh, I think I did. All stats are raised, yeah. Unlock potential.
I'm only just getting started.
Jeez, they do not like you.
No
Start with
harm
a
shall
seal.
come to you. Blessed
Just in
seal.
case she gets bursted down or something, it's really nice to have protection from that.
You won't see this coming!
Good. I guess we just go with the gnome?
You are
Hey, I
wide
actually got it that time. Our move didn't go by so fast that I couldn't get it. There you go. That's not much damage, and we do regenerate a little bit. Oh, right. Glen Edge is not available yet. It's interesting that you have to spend EP for a regular attack.
Glinted! Well, that was a waste of time.
Hey, level
Come
ups.
on, let's move on.
Rank ups. I should use the right words. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm gonna hit save. I feel like there should be a pop-up somewhere or something that tells me where I can go. There's nothing in here that tells me things. I thought there might be a journal or something. Is there anything else that I can go do? We've been here. Yeah. Yeah, this is just where he talks about going to the Demon Queen. How am I not seeing where I need to go? Wait. The weird circle. This is the catalyst, right? It doesn't match the forest environment. Indeed, you have a good eye. I am impressed, Sir Kane. Yeah, curb the teasing, will you? Now let's take care of this. Bop. Sounds like disrupting the circle did the job. Indeed, the berries should be down now. Let us make way. Cool. Big fight? Yes, big fight! I want to go in with the boost just in case, because I have no idea what a champion is like. But, champion.
They just don't know when to
We're doing
quit.
it.
If they insist.
I will not use her art straight away. I am so tempted just for the... Oh man, I really should have. I was gonna say I feel like it would be a good idea for a the auto revive. Okay, good. Wow.
Looks
All right,
like I'll have
unlock
to go
potential
all
straight
out.
away. Champion means that all stats are up.
Radiant
Okay.
blessing. Become a font of newfound strength.
Please don't. Okay. She's already done that. Earthbound, Gaia damage received increased by 25%. Magical damage received increased by 25%. That's a yikers right there. What do I have? Cure all stat debuffs. That's awakening, cleansing, and boost debuff resist, yeah. Yeah, the shield, I can't remember what it does. I really need to get out of here so I can go check that.
Clinton!
Not bad. Oh. Makes his face hurt. Let's see, I don't know that she will have the ability to use her, No, yeah, Blessed Seal is gonna be 2 turns? Okay.
You are wide.
So I'll just do the damage while I can. Oh, a stun. Nice. Unless stun is just the delaying thing. One more turn. We'll live for that. Let's see. Can't use any arts or anything. Can't use Glint Edge. The double hits are kind of awful.
No harm shall come to you. Blessed seal.
Good. Oh, Glint Edge, come on. It went by too quick. No like.
Form
Okay,
one.
got that one now.
Swallowtail.
Swear, I'm just trying to get the mouse somewhere safe. Yeah.
You won't see this coming! Let's
Okay.
hope that doesn't happen again.
That wasn't too bad, but the amount of damage that we were taking in a single hit. Well, it was 2 hits together. A single turn from the enemy. That was kind of insane. Which way did we need to go? That way. And I don't know what's up there, so we'll save one more time. Oh, wow. Hour 13? I don't think there's going to be too many cuts either, so that's probably about right. I'm hoping now that we've gotten that, it'll be around the end. Another campsite. This one looks more recent than the last one. Are chances high that it's the same person? Given the low amount of traffic through the forest, I'd say it's likely, but then again, it's not really our business, is it? Indeed. Shall we? Okay. I'm getting other stuff first. No. I mean, we're gonna use the campsite eventually, but not yet. He has no blue ones. This is made for her. Man, she came with one of those. What was Aircross? I want her to have the speed. She would be losing some max health, but not a lot. Power, parry I want her to have. You know what, just in the interest of mixing up the colors of the gems, we'll do this. It's got some good defensive stats for him. Alright. And, yeah. It's the campsite, alright. I wanted to use it. Oh. I thought that campsites would be something you could use to rest, and I don't know why I thought that. Ooh, treasure.
Sir Kane, please hold a moment. I sense danger ahead.
Now that you mention it, does seem a little too quiet, doesn't it?
Indeed. Let us ensure we are ready before we proceed. Perhaps a short rest is in order, say in the shade of this tree at the shore of these glistening waters.
Water's full of fish, I know, but this isn't a fishing trip. Let's keep our guard up.
He does not sense danger, yet he discerns my crafty ploy. What is this sorcery? Can humans use ether after all?
Her ears twitch when she's excited. Seems she gets excited about fish. And tricking me. It's cute. Tincture found.
I have been thinking about this since earlier, but there certainly are an alarming number of loose items laying about this forest, are there not?
Yeah, there are. I never could figure out how this stuff just winds up strewn all over the place. Either there are item fairies dropping things on the ground for people, or way too many travelers have holes in their bags.
Item fairies, Perhaps that idea has some merit. Indeed, from henceforth we shall say that these all loose items we find are the handiwork of the item fairies.
I feel like I'm being made fun of, but I'll let it slide. I like it. I like that idea. All right. We got a save warning. Everybody's just shouting it as much as possible. Let's do that. Ooh, another pretty background. We've just about made it out of the northern end of this forest, Kana and I. Turns out she can handle herself pretty well. But I see why she'd rather have company now. But I can cover for her weaknesses, just as she can cover for mine.
It has been quite a trek, has it not, Sir Kane? I had come in from the western end of the forest expanse, from that quaint little village nestled on the edge. This will be my first time heading north.
I've been north a couple times in some old work business. Nothing but ruins and plains up there. But that makes it the perfect spot of barely charted land to set up a base.
I see. But putting this conversation aside, Sir Kane, I believe it'd be prudent for you to draw your weapon now.
Huh?
As you can see with your own eyes, we have company, and none too pleasant by the feel of the miasma it is expelling without regard.
A demonic beast. This lends credence to the rumors. Oh, to those rumors. All right, Kana, you up for this? We'll take it down quickly.
Of course, Sir Kane. Allow me to assist you.
Well, yeah, I would hope so. Don't abandon me now, there's an angry goat. Like a tutorial on the limit index. Yeah, absolutely. What is that? Limit index is a special gauge that appears on the top left of the combat screen. It governs the use of universal party abilities. Ooh. The abilities governed by the limit index are EX Recover, EX Boost, and EX Unions. All powerful abilities that will help you going in a tough battle. Oh, help keep you going in a tough battle. Every time a character uses an EX art, the limit index increases by 1 point and maxes out at 5. It is said that there may be a way to increase the capacity of the limit index, but for now, don't worry about that. I'm gonna worry about that forever. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. The limit index is shared by the party, so think carefully about when to use abilities that consume limit. Okay. Union arts are special arts that every character has one of. They are themed around their general abilities and support the whole party. Only one union can be used at a time, after which there will be a lockout on all others until the universal cooldown is up. Okay, cool. Choose the best union for the situation and your playstyle to gain an edge in battle. And I will legit be wondering how and when we'll be able to do this, like for a while. Okay, union. Stalwart Phalanx or Rainbow Butterfly reduces all damage by 30%, raises parry and barrier by 30%. Huh. All allies recover 30% life force in region, 15% life force. Power is raised 30%. Well, Rainbow Butterfly absolutely going to be the thing. We start with unlock potential. I'm hoping that this is going to be more difficult than fighting the champion, but I'm not sure it will be. Flame. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that wasn't so bad, and then it was. All right, now we can do the heal thing. Except she's not going next, is she? I don't trust it. I want to give her something. Okay, good. Oh, got hit with a delay a couple times. Not cool, man. Not cool.
Radiant blessing. Become a font of newfound strength.
Okay. Do I want to just Palm Strike? Yes.
Form
Okay.
1. Swallowtail.
I really wanted the Swallowtail thing for the delay that it would give. Yeah, we can also play that game. Goat dude. We have a limit index all the way up. We don't need the heal right now. That's a problem. Reduces all damage by 30% and raises... I'm just confused by the reduces all damage. Is that all damage we take? Because that would be... You know what? We're going to do it.
Guard up! Stalwart phalanx!
It's phalanx. Sorry. That was just pronounced in a very unusual way. And it got into my head a little bit. So, he still has that thing. Okay. I don't have the EX for Glint Edge. Nice, okay.
No harm shall come to you. Blessed seal. Form 1. Swallowtail.
I'm gonna have to use the focus thing soon. Yeah, I should do it now. She can't use the follow-up ability right now anyway, so.
You won't see this coming!
Nice. Union is gonna be a little while, yeah. Oh. Potential
I'm only just
wore
getting
off.
started.
What all does potential do again? Power and parry, EP region. What's the other? Arts and EX arts gain extra effects, yeah. And he's burning. The burn is a lot less interesting for us. Sucks. Does this go down by his turn since he used it, or is it just our turns collectively? Okay, Glint Edge not ready yet. We don't need...
No harm shall come to you.
I want to make sure that we
Blessed
have
seal.
the seal on. Like, at all times. In case I need a revive. Not yet. Do need heals, though. If that could go ahead and just pop up for us. Is that thing... Not that one. This one. Oh. Right. Burn 1 limit to recover life force, EP, and remove debuffs. Don't have any debuffs right now. You could use a heal. Yeah. How about you? He has the burn on, so that is extra important. Okay. How we doing on this? Still one more turn, but I think it'll be his turn.
You are wide open.
Weakness, good stuff going on there. No. Is it enemy turns? Huh.
Glint Edge!
Stun and break. Break is reduced chance to parry and reduced barrier. Okay, cool. I hadn't read any of that stuff. How about now? Now it is good to go. We don't need the health part of this, but it raises power.
Push ever onward. Rainbow butterfly.
Yes, Rainbow Butterfly. It just makes me think Star Butterfly, but that is a show. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's the Rainbow Butterfly thing. It is, for some reason, a feather, but whatever works. Blessed Seal, get that
Radiant
refreshed.
blessing, become a font of newfound strength.
How's he doing? He does not have his unlock
Looks
potential
like I'll have
on.
to go all out.
Okay.
You are wide open.
Nice. Good. That was fun. Like, it felt kind of challenging, but not like I was just
entertaining, I must
punching
say.
a big bag of hit points. There was more to it than that. That's really cool. And we got a rank up, so we got a full heal. Aircross 2. I am using Aircross on someone, so I'll do more of that.
The tenacity of that beast was something concerning. Its demonic taint is certainly a troublesome thing.
It's rare to find demonic beasts of that level around these parts. I'd say we just saved this area a lot of trouble.
Indeed. Now, with that ordeal firmly behind us, I would very much prefer that we vacate the area at once. The stench of black ichor is assaulting my senses rather mercilessly, you see.
You won't find me complaining. But before we go, Kana, let me say this. Thanks for your help. It's nice to have someone watching my back.
You are most welcome, Sir Kane. In times like these, it is only natural for people to assist one another, no? Now come, let us make haste.
As the two walk off through the forest, unbeknownst to them, a figure descends from the sky, landing on the dense forest path where they just stood. She assesses the disintegrating form of the defeated demonic beast on the ground before her. Then she frowns in a complicated manner.
Those people, they destroyed the century with such ease. No mere humans and beastkin could do that. I only just finished creating that one too. How annoying. But it seems that our intelligence was correct. I have to go.
The shrouded figure's wings unfurl and she takes off into the sky once again without so much as a look back. Chapter 2, Journey. Cool. Okay, good. We're gonna save. I do want to, just real quick, hopefully nothing triggers immediately. Good. What was it I was going to look at? There was something, there was something I was going to look at and I forget what it was. It may have been Kana's stuff and we got a rundown on her. Never mind, doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, I can't get out of the town. We would have to do the events, but that's fine. It's pretty and we can stand here and do this. Yeah. That's gonna do it for the first episode. That was almost an hour and a half. So, a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna be. Like twice as long, but that is fine. This was a really fun game. I very much enjoyed all of this. I'm really liking the combat. I'm surprised at the amount of buffs and stuff that we get right from the beginning. Especially an auto revive. That's so different. And I'm really glad that we do, especially since I'm playing on hard mode. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this. Sacred Earth Reverie is a very, very fun game. And I have to stop doing it now because I have to edit the video and go do other things. So that's going to be it. I'm not going to ramble too much this time. Thank you very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. If you like the video, be sure to like the video. If you really enjoyed it and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Later.